welcome back to Teaching with Tania. If you are a college student, about to be a college student, or anything, this video is for you because I'm going to show you how to create a routine or schedule that actually works for you. As a college student, we have so many other obligations that we have to get done or remember that we have to get done. So being on a schedule will definitely help with that and make your college life a lot more simpler. So let's get started making a schedule. Of a effective or productive schedule that you can actually stick to day in and day out. If you have a schedule that is not conducive to you, your environment, your routine, you're not going to stick to it. Let's be real. To keep falling off your schedule because your schedule was not meant for you and it's not effective for you to be successful. So if you guys have checked out my my morning routine, I do that every morning, and then I just recently created my afternoon routine or night routine as a college student, so you may want to check those out. But those are like more detailed, and this is more like broad and overview. So when creating a schedule, I have one right here. You can do this online, you can do this on your phone. I like to do mine physically because I'll be able to see it. Like I did my dream board like that too. I know a lot of people like to do them digitally, but the thing is, if it's on my phone, I have to keep going back to it. And to be honest, I'm on my phone a lot all the time anyway. So some things that are not on my phone that I can see it, stick to, remember, like posting it right here or whatever, I'll be able to look at it, see it, and actually do what I'm supposed to do on it. I made one of these at the beginning of last semester, but every semester is different. Every semester changes, and you have new obligations, new class times, and overall new classes. So this is the weekly commitment calendar. As you can see, it has the dates across the top and then the, times along the bottom. Hopefully you guys can see that. So you can make this on your own, like on paper. You can make this electronically, whatever you want. And then I have my teacher colors. And I got this cup for my job. It's actually really cute. I'm going to share with you guys. This is not on topic, but it says, teachers, a multitasking educational rock star who lives to inspire and loves to encourage. They're kind of a big deal. Teachers are superheroes. So I'm going to use these to create a sort of like an ideal schedule. Other things that you should be putting on your schedule, and then I'm going to actually create the schedule later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. When I'm scheduling, the first things I like to think of is what are your must-dos for the semester. And as I mentioned, this was a weekly commitment, so day by day may look different, but following the same routines at the same times will be beneficial for your body to get used to it, and your brain to be like, oh, at this time I know I should be doing this. So what is your class schedule, your must-dos? These are things you cannot negotiate. These are things that you have to go to class, whether it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesdays, Thursday, Saturday, whatever your class schedules are if you're in undergrad, master's, whatever. What are things that you just have to get done? So I would encourage you to write that on your weekly calendar. Like for me, for example, I have to go to class, I have to go to student teaching, I have to go to practice. Like those are non-negotiable things that I will start by just getting that on my calendar. Next, you want to add things that are essential, like sleeping, eating, getting up, when you're going to sleep, when you're waking up. Those are important things to add into your schedule because like in my morning routine, I mentioned that I have a hard time getting up, so writing out my schedule, this is when I need to get up, that is what helps me, so hopefully it will help you. In your weekly schedule, you may not need to write, like, okay, I take a shower, like what exactly your morning routine is. The weekly one is more broad, but if you have a daily schedule that coincides with your weekly schedule, then you are on it. But I know my morning routine by heart, so I don't need to write a daily schedule, but having a weekly schedule, knowing, okay, this is when I wake up, this is when I do my morning routine, this is when I do that. It's like an overview. You want to add in your essential to-do list is sleep, eat, getting ready for work or going to class, your commute time, etc., things like that. The third thing you may want to add is your high priority items. Figuring out time when you can, for example, get your homework done. Not many people like to add this part in because it's like, I'll do my homework whenever it's due. But no, scheduling out a time when you are designated to get your homework done, whether it's after practice, before class. figuring out when you're doing that time in your day, because yeah, you may say you're going to do it, but I have realized if I don't write it down, if I don't put it on the calendar, if I don't put a time, it's not going to get done. So writing down your priority items may be beneficial. I just want to state this as well. So my priority items may be look different for you because everybody's different. Like what maybe working out is a high priority item for you. It's not, it may be essential for somebody else. If they don't get workout done, they will go crazy. Or if they don't have time to meet with friends, that will go crazy. Like they will go crazy if they don't make this phone call or talk to loved ones, depending on where you are in college and you feel homesick. That may be a high priority item for you, but an essential item for somebody else. Priority items may look like going to the gym, getting your homework done, talking to a loved one on the phone, lesson planning if you're a teacher and student teaching. These are things that you just cannot budge because you need to get your homework done. You need to go to the gym. Like these are your basically like non-negotiables. The fourth thing you may want to add, things that you could be flexible with. For example, cleaning your room every day. Some people need to clean their room every day. Some people need to clean their room once a week. So depending on when that works best for you is when you need to do it. But these things can go without being done every day or every other day, but at least getting it done. Like I was saying before, at least you know during the week at some points these need to be done, like cleaning your room, talking to a loved one, whatever. This may also include checking your emails or hanging out with friends. These don't have to be done every day, but for your health or your mental sake, and just your well-being, like you want to have fun in college, these things need to get done. The last thing I would encourage you to write on your schedule or your routine, incorporate it in there somehow, is making time for miscellaneous time, because you may have unexpected things happen. The computer didn't work in the library, or your class got canceled, or you have a big assignment due that you didn't know was coming. This miscellaneous times can be used for like your pleasure or your to-dos, your essentials, your high priority items, things that you didn't get done that you need to get done and that you maybe didn't have time for during that day, but you can push it on to another day. And you could be flexible with this time, but as long as there is time on your calendar for miscellaneous things, like maybe you like to scroll through social media, or somebody else may need to go on a hike or take a walk in the park because college is stressful. So those are the 5 things that I would suggest you add to your schedule. And now let's actually add it to the schedule. Now that we know the 5 things that should be added to our schedule, I'm going to make an example schedule for you guys. This is just an example schedule that may be on it, and I'm going to color code it with all 5 things. Okay, the first thing is like things that we must do. Most people have 5 classes, so I'm just going to say maybe you have a 9 to 10:30 class, and that class is I'm going to just say class 1. Class number 1, and maybe that's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You have class number 1. Maybe you have a back-to-back class. I don't know. I'm just making this up, but class number 4, and then you may have maybe just a 1-hour class for class number 5. There's nothing needed. Okay, so if you guys can see, this is hypothetical class schedule. So those are your classes, and then number 2, like things that are essential. Okay, when are you waking up? When are you eating? All that stuff. Maybe you eat lunch every day at 11:30. This would be lunch. Every day at 11:30, and then every day you wake up at like 8 o'clock. That is ideal. But unfortunately, sometimes I had class at 7:30, so I had to be up before then. What time do you want to go to sleep? Maybe I go to sleep at 11 o'clock. It's a reasonable college student time. I'm just doing Monday through Friday on this. You can schedule Saturday and Sunday if you want to, but I'll go to bed. So these are when maybe dinner. Okay. So in purple, I have like my essentials. Like I need to eat breakfast. Maybe sometimes I eat breakfast every day, but I have when I wake up, when I eat lunch, when I eat dinner, like those are non-negotiables. I have to do those. And then high priority items, when I don't have class, I need to be doing my homework. So maybe I like to do my homework after dinner. At least get like 2 hours in every day. Eat dinner at 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7 9 o'clock. I need to be eating dinner. I mean, not eating dinner, I need doing homework. That's like a good 10 hours a week homework. And of course, on the weekends, you can do some more. If you like to do homework in between classes, that would be nice. The fourth thing is things that are important, but you don't have to do. For example, I like to wash my clothes on Friday morning. So I'll put wash clothes. You have to do your laundry. I'll probably check my email every other day. I really don't like checking my email, but hey, you have to do it. I can add some more homework time too if I need to. Do homework in between classes. Now that we have everything scheduled out, as you can see, this is just an example, remember? But now that everything is scheduled out, the most important part about this schedule is looking at the white spaces. When do you have time to actually say yes to going out with friends or getting an extra time to study in, depending on your schedule? It's just hypothetical, remember? But you can tailor your schedule to you and what your needs are, what your priorities are. Remember, it's different for everybody. So don't feel bad if you may need to wake up earlier or later than some people, because everybody's schedule is different and you can't compare. I hope this video was beneficial to you all, and that you guys have great schedules, a great new semester, and you guys can plan it out and stick to it, because everybody needs a schedule. It makes your life run so much better when you know what you're supposed to be doing and, quite frankly, what you're not supposed to be doing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't checked out my morning routine and my afternoon routine, it goes more into depth of actually what I do in the mornings after I wake up. This was just a broad overview. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.